Good morning, everybody. Hope that you're doing well today. My name is Shoshana Chaim, and I am a health professional. I am helping other health professionals and other individuals to really help the body balance itself and be empowered to heal itself. And I'm here with David Saah today. Welcome, David. So glad to see you.
Nice to be here, Shoshana. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about you. You are a workout champ. You love to hike. You do amazing YouTube workouts that are blowing people's minds at your young age. And you were also, tell us a little bit about the work that you did before you retired.
Oh, I worked at the Library of Congress for about 40 years and retired some time ago. But I don't really believe in retirement. So when the opportunity to get involved with the company I'm involved with now, I thought it was a good idea.
And you worked in the library, right? Did you do research?
I was a cataloger, so that involved research of authors of companies and applying subheadings.
Amazing. And now here you are helping people in other ways. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what your overall lifestyle was like before you found the redox, and what were some of your health goals?
Okay, well, lifestyle was, I was fairly active. I was hiking once a week with this group. They call themselves the Vigorous Hikers. And they would hike about 17 or 18 miles. And I also was involved with my grandchildren too. They range in age from, one is, the newest one is about 2.5 years old, and the oldest is just turned 15. So they kept me pretty busy because they always like to go hiking or biking or go out to dinner. That's one of their favorite activities.
Of course. So you were active with the grandchildren before finding the redox, but you also had a little bit of a health concern, right?
Yes. I had a blood test about 4 or 5 years ago before I discovered this redox technology. And it showed that I had a high PSA number, and that has to do with the prostate. So I wanted to check it out. I didn't want to take the advice of the urologist at Kaiser and have a biopsy. I really don't want people to operate on me unnecessarily, and it can cause other problems. So I asked to grade a physician what my options were to correct the problem if there was a problem. And that's when he recommended the redox technology that I'm using right now.
So what are some of the reasons why you trusted the redox technology, having never really heard about it before?
Well, I trusted my doctor. I trusted his ability to handle the situation. And I was a little bit desperate at the time, so I didn't have much of a choice. So I decided to wing it and see what would happen with this technology.
And what happened?
Well, I discovered later on that after further testing, blood testing, that my PSA count went down, and that was after 2 blood tests, consecutive tests that showed that the PSA went down, and that was satisfactory to the urologist at Kaiser and to my general practitioner there.
So about how long do you think it took to get those 2 blood tests in?
Well, I didn't do it right away. I about 2 or 3 years down the road, because I was focused on other things and it really didn't present a problem to me. So about 3 years later, I think I had the first test, and a year after that, I had the second test. And both times the number went down considerably.
Got it. And did you feel any different in that meantime, or was it just about working on the numbers, and as long as you felt okay, you just continued taking the redox?
Well, the big surprise to me was that it provided more energy for me. And I don't think I would have experienced that feeling right away unless I was a hiker. And I was an avid hiker at the time. And I did experience, like I said, energy and also endurance. I felt like I was on a completely different level as far as my hiking goes. And I was just, I couldn't stop myself from hiking faster and longer.
So you were hiking faster and longer, and you were hiking, I remember you telling me, with some guys that were quite a bit younger than you as well, and more than keeping up.
Yeah. And that was the nice thing about that I was able to improve my performance over people who were my age or younger. So that was quite a nice benefit from it. Yeah.
So your PSA numbers went down. You never needed any kind of surgery or biopsy like they had originally recommended. Your energy is up. Your endurance is up. So you're hiking better. You're working out more. Is there any other ways that the redox has impacted your life?
I began to do other exercises at home. I had a cross trainer, and also I bought some weight equipment, and I started working out with those items. And I noticed that I could do more workouts and more often. So that was a surprise to me also, that I still had the energy the next day to work out and lift weights or do high intensity interval training, and at a higher level than I did before. So to me, that was great.
And it's at Papa Real Beast, right? At Instagram and YouTube?
Oh, yes. Right. Yeah. That's people began calling me grandpa and everything. So I decided to find up some name that I could use to, to go along with that commentary. So that's what I ended up with.
Love that. Do you want to share any other stories of people who you've been able to help along the way? Is there anybody in particular you want to share about?
Well, my mother-in-law, I got her using the ASEA right away. She wasn't consistent with its use, but she finally became consistent with it. And I think it's really amazing that she's alive today. She's 94. She was diagnosed with advanced Parkinson's about a year ago when she was 93. And we didn't realize that she had Parkinson's when she developed it. And so she was still on the ASEA for that period of time. And I, all the time that she was in hospice care for a year, she never deteriorated. She seemed to be keeping on a level program of taking the redox technology. And so she is very active today. She reads, she watches TV on her iPad and watches football games and plays Uno too. So she's doing well.
Well, she sounds like a fountain of energy herself. I'm going to just say that with this redox technology, we're not claiming to prevent or reverse any diseases, but with redox that we already make in our body, providing more to the body, we're able to create homeostasis that much faster, allow the body to go ahead and improve itself and heal itself. And who doesn't want more of that? David, is there anything else that you want to share with us before we leave today?
Yes, well, one thing I'd like to say about my own health is that I was on testosterone therapy before I took ASEA. And about a year after, I started taking the redox technology. And what happened there was that I was able to maintain very high testosterone levels, close to 600, without the therapy. So I was very pleased with that. And that's another sign that of my good health.
Another sign of your good health and another sign of the body balancing itself and really understanding what it needs to do on its own, which is absolutely wonderful. David, thank you so much for talking with me today and sharing your story with other people. I hope that it does inspire other people to take their health into their own hands and improve their quality of life.
Yes. Thank you, Shoshana, for the interview.